You can get a test.
What is up, guys? Welcome to Diggity, a video game podcast. I'm Jeff James, as was always with me, the incredible, unobtainable, luscious Brody Fultz. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing okay.
Terrible. Let's
not off to a strong start of my long weekend. Took a vacation day tomorrow, and since I've been home, it's been on and off work. So that's not a strong start by any means.
And I'm just hoping by the IT gods that everything goes swell for me today, because my computer evidently fucking hates me, and we tried doing the Nintendo Switch React video, which that's going up later today. And we just had, let me tell you, I had massive problems on this end, and so much so that I've ordered computer parts, even though I think I've helped it. But I've ordered additional computer parts, so, you know.
Question mark? Holy shit, that screen is bright. I am so sorry. It entirely washed me out, like, right now.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm washed out all the time, too, over here, because I'm so close to my monitors. I have that. Right. My cheat is, dude, that I actually open up a Chrome tab, and behind that Chrome tab is, like, just this, like, red screen. I don't think I've ever told you that yet.
That's funny. I just turn the brightness down on my monitor quite a bit, or I'll put it in like reading mode or whatever. But I had issues because whenever I would switch from reading mode and then try to switch back to like the game sync or whatever, it would absolutely just fuck up like big time right now whenever I would try to play games. So I finally got it to where it's running good again and properly after hours of fucking around with it and trying to get this all sorted. And I'm scared to touch anything, so I just turned the brightness down to like 10. I can't see it, but
smart.
It's fine.
That's smart, though. Guys, every single week, Brody and I meet, and we discuss gaming news from around the interwebs, that week's gaming news from around the interwebs, and also our opinions on things that we watch, things that we play, everything in between. And we bring it to your ears on every major podcast platform known to man. And your eyes on YouTube as well. You can listen to us live and watch us live in our sweet, sweet, beautiful faces every Thursday night at around 9 o'clock, I'd say. Around 9:15, 9:20, if people keep calling people from fucking work all the time. And
it depends on what's going on.
And then the audio version of the podcast, if you're listening to the audio version right now, goes live every single Friday morning for your Friday commute. Or, hey, the world's ending and you just want to listen to something good for once. So that's us, baby. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Diggity Podcast. And like I said before, subscribe to our podcast if you're listening for the first time, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Before all that, what the hell have you been playing? Like, what have you been rocking?
You already know that I've been playing a little bit of Rocket League, as always. You already know. I've been playing a little bit of Rocket League, been playing a lot of Persona 5 Royal. I swear the end is in sight this time. When I thought I was almost done,
Bullshit,
I was not almost done.
Bullshit. It's not. The end is nowhere near, because you fucking said that last time. You're doing it
because I thought I knew something and I didn't know anything. I am fully into the content of Royal. That extra semester, I'm like halfway through it now. If you guys have played Persona, I was in Sai's palace when I thought that was the last palace. Turns out I had like 2 more to go essentially after that.
Jesus.
So yeah, I was like, like 20 something hours off. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Not a big deal.
So now I fully, the end is nigh and I will finish it hopefully sometime soon. But definitely played a little bit of Rocket League. I did some Snow Day gameplay and put that up on our YouTube channel, and it was a blast, and it went better than I could have ever imagined. It made me look like I actually know what I'm doing after 1,250 hours. And then I gave, actually, it might even be more than that at this point. Who knows? And then I gave Super Mario 3D World a go and got through the first world, and it's fantastic. I love it. I adore it, but it's on the back burner.
You haven't touched any Bowser's Fury, have you?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I'm going to play all the way through Super Mario 3D World, and then I will come back to it. I actually have been playing. I've been playing. So Persona, not only have I been playing on my PlayStation, but I have I've been playing it handheld as well on my phone.
Oh my God.
So, like I said, I mean, I've been grinding this game out. It's going to be the death to me. I've been staying up too late and not.
You're trying to plat it, right?
Yeah, I am. I should be on track to plat it right now.
Wow.
All I really have like 2 things that are kind of optional, and then the rest of them are things you pretty much have to do to finish the game if you do the like true ending and everything. So I should plat it. I should have those other 2 things knocked out like real quick and be ready to go. So lot of time. I am at like 189 hours, I think.
Jesus,
granted, again,
man.
I did fall asleep playing it a couple times on PS4, which it would stay on for like 4 or 5 hours before it actually shut off. So I'm estimating that there's about 25 hours or so of that I was actually just passed the fuck out. But yeah, still, you're looking at like 160 hours of gameplay in this game, and I have loved every single minute of it. It's great. How about you? What have you been playing? Considering my list is practically the same for the last like 2 months.
God. I played a little bit of Link's Awakening. We did that game swap a little while back ago. So
yeah. I still haven't touched Paper Mario.
That's all right. Whatever, man. Keep it for as long as you need to play it.
It's mine now.
Yeah, I've been picking away at Link's Awakening. Play a little bit of COD, and then I'm bringing this back too. We played 2 rounds of Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah, we did play 2.
I know they're not memorable, but we did it. We did it.
And I'm still bad at it, and I don't enjoy it. It's not a bad game. I like Battlefield so much more. The heroes are what really kind of mess me up in Battlefront.
Yeah, I mean, you just get destroyed.
Yeah.
All you can do is just run. That's about it.
I mean, like a real stormtrooper.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yoda's coming through there and just absolutely messing up all of your friends, and you're next. That's all there is to it.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, I did that, and then I mean, you and I both agreed. It was kind of like just it's a cool game, but
my kids have gotten into that lately, actually.
Oh.
And I mean, they have their own accounts for everything, so they're not earning progression
cool
for me anymore.
Kids now.
I went through all of the headaches of setting up accounts on everything for them, and it was.
And they decided to play Battlefront 2.
Yep, and Battlefront 2. For whatever
what does that say
reason,
about their judgment?
It's not great.
You gotta watch over
them. They get it from their mother.
Do you want to hit us with the upcoming game releases, man?
Yes, sir. February 23rd, Persona 5 Strikers is coming to PC, PS4, and Switch. Rogue Heroes Ruins of Tasos is coming to PC and Switch. February 25th, Code Realize Wintertide Miracles is coming to Switch. Ghost and Goblins Resurrection is coming to Switch. And on February 26th, Hellpoint is coming to Switch.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we didn't actually have... I don't think we actually had anything coming out tomorrow, really. Nothing, at least, unless I entirely...
Ooh, what's the demo?
Something is.
The one demo, Project Triangle.
Yeah, that's out now.
Yeah. What's the full name of that? What? Project Triangle?
Project Triangle Strategy.
Triangle Strategy, okay. So you can go check that demo out.
So yeah, there's absolutely nothing coming out tomorrow.
Which would be today when people listen to the audio version.
Today when you listen. So
wow. Congrats, everybody. Congrats.
It's a pretty dry week. I do want to get into Persona 5 Strikers though. After I finish Persona, It's your kind of normal like Warriors type game, right? But with some additions and some things, and I'll actually probably play it on PlayStation rather than Switch. I heard Switch version's a little rough, not perfect. But that's one I've been kind of eyeballing. I'll probably pick it up a little bit later, maybe wait for a little bit of a sale, because I think I may be Persona'd out after this for a little bit. I need a break, and then I'll venture back into it. So, anything catch your eye? Ghosts and Goblins, maybe?
Ghosts and Goblins a bit, yeah. But, I mean, I'm not going to really dive into it, I don't think, until I see some stuff, I think.
I'm not a Ghosts and Goblins guy by any means. So this one's I'm pretty well out for.
Yeah. It's February. Video games not really high up there.
Yeah, maybe we'll start to see some more stuff, hopefully.
Yeah, but we've got some free games of the week on the Epic Game Store. So that's pretty neat.
Hey.
We got Rage 2 and Absolute Drift coming.
Nice.
So pick those up. Racing games, my guys.
Well, yeah, Rage 2.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Rage 2 is not. It's not
Mad
bad.
Max,
so the opening sequence that I played was actually pretty cool. I never devoted a lot of time to it, but I hear a lot of people say it just it gets pretty bland after a while. The longer you play, it's like the same thing over and over and over again. So
yeah.
But I mean, the price is right? So we've got some games coming to Xbox Game Pass as well. So February 18th, which obviously that's when we're recording this. So they're available now. Code Vein's coming to PC, and Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition is coming to cloud and console, and Wreckfest is coming to cloud, console, and PC. And Wreckfest is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love that game. I actually bought it on Steam a little while back. It wasn't right away that it went on Game Pass, which is odd because normally when I buy something, it goes on Game Pass either the next month or it goes on a really steep sale. This was a few months back, but it's really good. February 23rd, Killer Queen Black is coming to cloud and console, which they've obviously shortened the Android version to now the cloud version, or in PC. PC's coming here soon too. Finally, the web browser version of it. And February 25th, Dirt 5 is coming to cloud, console, and PC. Elite Dangerous is coming to console, and Super Hot Mind Control Delete is coming to PC. Some good stuff in there, man. I've been wanting to try Killer Queen Black. I almost bought it on Switch because I figured it'd be a semi-decent party game, but
the other big thing too, I guess, would be that on their Twitter they announced today that Fall Guys is coming to Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, I had actually toss that in with our Nintendo Direct wrap up just because.
No, because it's there too.
Yeah, okay, I didn't. Fall Guys coming to Game Pass is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we were lied to. We were lied
so
to.
Good. Yeah,
but whatever. That's cool. It's all right. Whatever. Sony is now under fire for stick drift, my friend. Stick drift continues. This time it's plagued Sony. Another pandemic plagues us. Jesus. Chemicals, Schwartz, Kreiner, and Donaldson Smith, the same law firm that is going after Nintendo for drift issues, has now decided who else can we fuck with, and decided to go after Sony as well for drift issues with the DualSense or PS5. This is essentially a copy and paste of the complaints aimed at Nintendo, which lawyers are great at doing that. Control-C, Control-V is the first thing you learn, that we are so familiar with at this point. So, chemicals, chemicals or chemisels? Maybe it's chemisels? Okay, it's definitely chemisels. Chemisels, Schwartz, Kreiner, and Donaldson Smith. Oh, shit. Chim.
I'm pretty sure I pronounced it the exact same way.
Chemicals? It looks like that. Chimicles, but
yeah.
Chemicals, Schwartz, Kreiner, and Donaldson Smith.
What a, yeah.
What? Like, I never really... I get what, and then you throw LLP at the end of that shit. But like, here's the thing. I get where they kind of go with like their last names and stuff like that as partners at it. But it's like, why not just come with a fucking name?
Yeah.
Instead of me sitting here saying Chemicals when your name's probably Chemicals.
Like Bloodthirsty Law Firm. Or
Schwartz Kreiner.
Schwartz Kreiner.
Jesus.
So this sucks to see because I mean,
do you have drift?
The PlayStation, I don't yet. Not that I've noticed.
Yeah. Well, find the Chemicals fucking hotline, dude.
But I mean, ultimately, these controllers have been out for like 4 months, and we're seeing drift already with it, which is, I would say, probably worse than
but how much drift?
Switch. I don't know.
So that's the thing.
I don't know. I've seen some of the videos on it.
They've already sued Nintendo and they've won to an extent. So now they're just like, now there's validity to their claims. So they're like, okay, cool. This shit just launched. Let's see if they've got drift issues. 20 people in Missouri have an issue. Fucking fire up the chemical machine, baby.
What else?
Big dogs coming in town.
It doesn't seem like anybody has actually gone directly to them. They literally just found the videos on Reddit.
Yeah.
Or using videos from like Reddit and YouTube.
Lawyers.
Right. Like Craig. Scumbags.
He's general counsel. At least he protects something. These guys are just like, like
they're out for blood, man.
Do you think in 20 years, like when you're watching the news and they go, now to commercial break, instead of do you or a loved one have mesothelioma, will it go to, do you or a loved one have stick drift? Call Chemicals, Schwartz, Kreiner, and Donaldson Smith. 1-800-DRIFT.
Do you suffer from a reticle that constantly turns to the right?
Yeah.
Call Chemicals.
Call us today for our free booklet.
Oh, man.
Jesus. What a world to live in.
I do wish that this wasn't something we had to see, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that somebody is going after them.
What part of it that we didn't have to see? The drift or Chemicals? Or Chemicals?
Yeah, you know what? The whole damn thing. But I am happy that somebody's at least holding them accountable for that, because drift in 4 months is insane.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
Controllers used to last eternity. I still have the same GameCube controller that I had forever ago.
I feel like the way to defeat this as a company as Sony and Nintendo, I cannot believe that they haven't done this considering how like advanced controllers are now, is that when you boot the thing up for the first time and you go to connect a controller, a pop-up comes up and says how to take care of your controller. Like how to clean it.
Yeah, you would think.
I mean, really, like honestly, we should
take some liability off of them.
Yeah, like we should be taking them and we should be cleaning them.
Yeah, and also don't eat Cheetos while you're sitting there playing.
Oh my god,
that's an option.
I mean, I wiped the back of mine off,
man.
and I have a can of air from work, and I blast air into it once in a while. But I mean, like that's what we should be doing.
And I have like a electrical contact cleaner as well that works pretty well.
Oh my god, look at you.
Yeah,
you putting electrical grease in your sticks? So you're fucking winning stuff so much?
I'm not that hardcore. I'm not good enough to even
dielectric grease.
Like that.
I got dielectric grease on this baby.
Oh, yeah, God. It's a little bit slow. If I put a little bit more grease in there, I'll speed it up by at least a 0.5 seconds.
Oh God, man! Good Lord.
God. So Xbox has announced that the FPS boost that they announced a while ago is now fully functional for at least some games. So this feature was originally announced back in October, but is now available for about 5 games. 5.
5.
So out of the entire backwards compatibility,
guys, it's here
library,
and it's here for all 5 games.
And they said they chose these games because they were popular games and they were good games to actually test this function out on. So this feature adds nearly double the frame rates that you would normally see in one of these backwards compatible games, and in some cases quadrupling the frame rates. So the first batch of games that this is available for are Far Cry 4, New Super Lucky's Tale, Sniper Elite 4, UFC 4, and Watch Dogs 2. So this is cool, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've seen a lot of people talking about how it's absolutely just brings new life into these older games, and it's something that works exactly like they're advertising, and a lot of people are really excited to see this come to the rest of the library because there's a lot more than 5 games.
Man, I'm cool with New Super Lucky's Tale. UFC 4 would probably be really cool with a boost.
And probably be way better because I mean those games are kind of choppy in general anyway. So
and they're difficult too. It's all about timing.
Yeah, so and UFC 4 just came out last year, I think, if I remember correctly. So it's not even all that old. Yeah. And Watch Dogs 2 actually is an awesome addition to that as well. I mean that game's 4 or 5 years old at this point. And honestly, it's a great game. I mean, I know a lot of people kind of all over the Watch Dogs series, but it's a good game.
It's a good game. Bungie, Brody is looking to grow again. Hopefully it works out this time. Their home base of operations is getting an expansion to add more employees and work area, increasing their space from 84,000 square feet to 208,000 square feet.
That is no longer
per social distancing.
That is a compound.
It's going to be the same amount of people, but 6 feet apart. They will be opening the first international office as well in Amsterdam in 2022. And Bungie plans to promote key contributors in the company as well as bring in new talent. They announced the next huge expansion, a smaller one for Destiny as well. It's targeting a 2025 release date for a new game that is not under the Destiny umbrella. And the 2 expansions to come are The Witch Queen and Lightfall. So support, obviously, running forward for Destiny. I think that's never going to end. I think it's just going to keep going and going and going and going. That's how it should have been. And it's awesome. It's free to play. And excited for this new IP as well to see what they can do out of that.
The problem with Destiny, for me personally, being somebody that played an excessive amount of Destiny 1 and played quite a bit of Destiny 2, fell off and then tried to come back, it has that free game type of deal where there's so much going on at this point that it is hard to figure out what to do next or where to go next or what to do, that it's almost overwhelming. I did actually try to jump back into it because I missed that gameplay. Like, the gameplay of Destiny is fantastic.
That's like free-to-play syndrome, though. You know what I mean? Because all it ever is like get people in, continue building content to retain those individuals. But then hope maybe with this expansion, they'll go back and change it, because often what happens is they have to go back and change out the start again of the game, right? And make things better.
Eliminated the start of the
game. I know, but like they've got to make it like what you said, where you don't feel like the whole world's being thrown at you, but more like you feel like, okay, cool, I'm I know what's going on, I've got a codex, or I've got stuff moving forward here that's guiding me through, so I'm not so lost. But yeah, I agree with you.
I do hope that it is more welcoming to new players, but now that they've pretty much gotten rid of the base story of Destiny 2, I feel like it's probably even worse. But yeah, it was just so confusing. I mean, I loaded in and I had pop-up screens forever, essentially telling me what to do. And I just sat in the tower and I ended up bailing out. Like, I didn't even play any of it. I was just like, nope, I don't have time to try to jump into this. And what's weird to me about that is games like, if you look at some of the popular MMOs, like Final Fantasy 14 or WoW or something like that, if you jump into something like that, they don't really suffer from that same kind of deal. I mean, like, I was able to jump into Final Fantasy 14 and not have an issue. Granted, these are also subscription based, the only like remaining MMOs that are subscription based, so it's a little bit different. But at the same time,
they also they eventually, it is a little weird, like you said. They have the same problem, but it's like, I guess they have a finish line. Still, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess there's finish lines in this as well, but it's like, then there's repetitive events and different things, but that happens in WoW as well. I don't know.
I had the same problem when I went to play Warframe. It was very confusing when I first jumped in. It like I said, it's kind of that almost free to play syndrome of now there's just so much going on, and they've added 8 different kinds of currencies that you can buy because that's how they're making money off this game now. Which, I mean, clearly is working because they're more than doubling their facility, right? But I don't know if it'd be easier if I jumped in on like the next DLC or what's going on, but to me at this point in time, it is very hard for me to return to the game. And I talked to somebody else, a good buddy of mine that I played a lot of Destiny 1 with, and I actually got him hooked on Destiny. And he was saying the same thing. He's like, man, I jumped in, and I mean, it was just overwhelming the amount of stuff they have going on, and it was just. They have menu screen after menu screen of, well, this is now added. This is here. This is here. This is here. It's been 6 months since you played, so we've got this, and this. And
yeah, I'm not down for that. I don't like that. I just want to be able to jump in and like kind of understand the basics of it pretty quickly, and then guide me to it. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's working for them, so they found their market of people that are willing to go through that kind of stuff. And I mean, that's also the thing too, right? Like, we pay for a lot of games. There's a whole audience of people that just do not pay for games.
Right.
Like, they don't buy games. It's hard to believe. But they just don't buy games, and instead they'll play
buy a game. It's like a game a year, maybe. Or
and then they play free-to-play games, and they put their money in there.
Right.
Instead, like, there's a lot of people who do that. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah. I have a good buddy that spent a lot of time in Smite. I mean, he put a ton of time in Smite and spent, like, he would spend basically what I would spend in gaming in a year, but he would spend it on things in Smite, which, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. If you enjoy it, right? Go for it.
But I'm looking forward to this, though. I am excited to see what they're going to put out as this game that is not Destiny, especially considering Destiny has been a focus of Bungie since they've been.
You think it'll be free to play?
New Bungie. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be free to play.
I feel like it would. I mean, they'd probably just take the system that they take from this. I think they'll make something that's like medieval or Renaissance style. Yeah, because I mean, Destiny's space.
I'm curious what they're going to do, because their big thing is focus on gameplay, right? Like when they were developing Destiny, they brought in a psychologist that basically was going through what makes gameplay addicting, and they did it. I mean, they absolutely made the gameplay of Destiny addicting, like shooting and killing these enemies and everything. It really had this great feel to it. But I'm curious if it's going to be anything even in the same realm. I mean, they could really go and do whatever. I don't know if it'll necessarily be successful, because this seems to be, the easy thing for them. But I don't know. I'm curious.
Well, I guess they could take more risks now, right? Now that they've got this kind of thing to keep them afloat, right? And that's growing, obviously, not just keep afloat, but grow.
Right.
So cool, awesome.
So we watched the Nintendo Direct yesterday.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Live. The YouTube video will be up. We ran into technical issues. So that will be up hopefully by the time you're listening to this tomorrow. But if you want to watch it live and see our live reactions to it, you're more than welcome to go watch the YouTube video. We'd love to see you there too, and you can bounce out of this, or you can do both because you love us, and that's fine too. But anyway, the Direct started off with the announcement of the new Smash characters. So this is Pyra and Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They're joining Smash Bros. Ultimate as an all-in-one character, so you can switch between the two, kind of like the Sheik and Zelda days of old. The characters look pretty cool. A lot of people are not happy that it's another anime sword user, but I'm here for it. And by God, they really just accentuated the character models on this.
I mean, the hits on Pyro are ridiculous. It makes no sense.
It makes absolutely no sense.
Girl's gonna have back pain, dude.
Oh yeah,
of her life.
Yeah. By the age of 22, her back's shot. Fall Guys is coming to Switch this summer, and it's also coming to Xbox, as we alluded to earlier, which is awesome. This game would serve very well to the Switch platform, and it's a great game, especially to jump in, play a couple rounds, bounce back out, and come back later. It's a lot of fun.
I gotta say, I'm really excited for Fall Guys to come to Switch. Yeah, like I'll probably buy it on Switch.
I think it's the perfect platform.
Imagine like you're traveling, right? You're on a road trip or something like that, or you're traveling. Set up a hotspot on your phone. Just play Fall Guys. I mean, that's great.
Hell yeah.
I think that's a fantastic thing and a fantastic addition to come to Switch.
Yeah, absolutely. Outer Worlds is launching on Switch this summer. That's the game you have like a short period of time to find a bunch of clues. You retain all the clues that you do find, and you just keep reliving the same day, Groundhog's Day. But yeah, more or less, it's a mixture of Groundhog's Day and Majora's Mask in a way. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Still, is launching for the first time in North America on Nintendo Switch. And these games will be sold separately, even though it kind of, like at the beginning, implied that they were going to be together. But there's a little disclaimer at the bottom.
It's a little weird.
That they will be sold separately. The pre-orders are open now, and these will release on May 14th. They're kind of like a visual novel-esque detective game. Look kind of cool though. I mean, honestly, the visual style that they went for and the animation and everything looks great. I don't know if I'll necessarily pick them up, but it looks good. Samurai Warriors 5, which will be available this summer. I believe this has launched on other platforms. I think it's just now coming to Switch though. I could be mistaken, but
you're right.
More Warriors games. It seems like there's a lot of those going on right now, but there's certainly room for Samurai Warriors still. Legend of Mana Remastered. So this has all new graphics, newly arranged music with the ability to switch between the original and the arranged music, which was pretty cool. The ability to skip enemy encounters, which makes these older games very tedious. So that's awesome to see. And they also added a new mini game called Ring Ring Land. This will be available June 24th.
And not just
honestly,
not just the skipping of it too. Like you just turn it off.
Yeah,
you can just turn that off as a feature.
Just run right through the game.
And Pokemon, that'd be great.
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be amazing in Pokemon.
It's like, oh great, I don't have to fight a Caterpie now.
Right. Which honestly, this game looked really cool. The world was kind of this more almost like a portrait looking style to it, and still had the sprites. So it added this cool, almost kind of Octopath Traveler effect to it in a different sort of way. It was
like someone took like, he's kind of like Octopath Traveler. It's like someone took like a 32-bit sprite and they put it with like you said, just like a scrolling kind of flat look to everything.
Yeah, it looked good. But yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in this, even though I'm not necessarily a fan of like Legend of Mana or anything like that. But this one looked really cool, and it had that old school feel to it while it's still being new enough that it's playable. Right?
Heck yeah.
So we saw a new lengthy trailer for Monster Hunter Rise, showing off some story bits as well as some of the new and featured monsters. This also showed off the special edition Monster Hunter Rise Pro controller and console, which look fantastic. Black and gold is a really, really good look and kind of has an elegant to it, right? The console will include the download code for the game as well as the deluxe kit DLC, and this is still set to release for March 26th, so no delays there. Everything seems to be going according to plan, and I'm pretty pumped for this. I played through the demo with like every weapon and had a blast, and looking forward to jumping into this when it comes to Switch. They announced Mario Golf Super Rush, which adds which, I mean, aside from just the normal features, which are already more than what typical golf games give you in any way.
And
they also they added a new mode called Speed Golf. So this is everyone tees off at the same time, and the first to get to the ball or get the ball in the hole wins. So
such a cool game mode.
Oh yeah, it's like
brilliant.
I mean, everybody tees off and you can
it's
sprint.
Like,
they added
golf with your friends, right?
Yeah, kind of to that effect. And it has some power-ups and abilities that you can use throughout this mode to kind of give it that Mario feel to it. It will also have a story mode that features your Mii, and you can play through that and upgrade abilities and things like that.
Were we able to use like just like a Nintendo character? Or do we have to use our Mii?
It looked like it was just the Miis, which is unfortunate to me.
It's unfortunate. I just like to be Mario or Wario or Waluigi.
Make it like Tony Hawk, where you can either play as one of the pros or create your own character. Like I don't like Miis. I hate the Mii characters. They're awful.
I don't think anybody really enjoys Miis or uses them. So I think maybe they're more popular in Japan, but certainly not North America.
Maybe. This will launch on June 25th, and I know
it
both
up.
of us are
the day it comes out. We're gonna camp out for Mario Golf. I'm joking.
Maybe not that, but
what are you guys here for? We're here for Mario Golf.
Speaking of camping out, I told you I had a story to tell about.
Oh yes, I unintentionally reminded you.
Unintentionally,
man, I'm good.
So on Saturday, I went to go pick up Super Mario 3D World and plus Bowser's Fury at Walmart. I walk up and look,
Walmart,
and there's the slot for the game. It's empty. I look on the app, it says it's in stock. Okay, fine. I'll go up and talk to the person at the register. Go up and talk to the person at the register. I show her the picture of it because you never know. I'm just like, here, do you have this game? It says it's in stock. Do you have this game? She goes, no, that's the new one. It came out today. Again, Saturday. No, it didn't. We should have it sometime next week. I was like, what? This is a major retailer. You don't have it out, and it shows it's in stock on your app. I don't understand. Also, I know it.
And it said more than one was available, right? You said?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it says like one's available, you're like, okay. And you're at Walmart, you've got like a 50-50 chance.
It said straight up in stock, like they had millions of them. I was just, okay.
They have a skid of them in the back.
The part of me that was so frustrated is I had to come back home to get ready for my son's birthday. Sure. And so I left to go there, and that was the only thing I went there for. I was just annoyed. That's the new one, and it came out today. No, actually, it came out yesterday. I know it's the new one. That's why I'm here.
Was this the Kendall-Tucky Walmart?
No, it's the one in Auburn.
Oh, wow.
Just so frustrated. So I ended up ordering it from Amazon. It's like, screw you. I'll give my business to the other giant corporation. That's
really? You just said no. I'm gonna go. Well, you know what? I mean, you don't have a Target near you, right?
No.
See, I mean, that is the oasis for finding video games and electronics.
If I had more time, I would have ran to GameStop to pick it up, but I did not have the time to go there.
Well, and then someone would have had to talk to you for an hour about how cool and different it is, and you're like, I get it. I
don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
But just an annoying little tidbit for my weekend of
Good
trying to pick
Walmart. Good old Walmart.
Tales from the Borderlands is coming March 24th. Not much to say about this, but the game has now returned to all platforms. It was pulled from the stores for a little while, but she's back. Capcom Arcade Stadium, 32 different classic arcade games with added quality of life improvements, including local co-op play, which is cool. And this is actually available right now. And this actually included Midway, 1942, and a few other things in there that look really good.
Striker.
Drawing a blank on some of the other ones now, but 32 different arcade games from Capcom, which is awesome. So definitely take a look at that. The next thing we had was Stubbs the Zombie. In Rebel Without a Pulse remastered. So this will be coming March 16th. I didn't know anything about this game.
Looks like an arcade shooter where you basically go around and you blow zombies up with different weapons and tanks, and you can like tear them apart and stuff like that. You're just like one guy that goes around and kills people.
Yeah, it sounds like you play as a zombie and you recruit the town, from what I understand.
Oh, okay.
As zombies. I don't know anything about it. I took it
totally different than what you did, and that just shows...
I looked into it a little bit, and some people were talking about it, and they said they played it as a kid, and they remember some of
it's an older game?
Yeah, it's a remaster is what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, when...
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it.
What did it originally come out on?
I have no clue. I didn't look into it that much, just a little bit.
Interesting.
But people were saying that like they don't know how the humor is going to hold up necessarily, but they said they remember one distinctive part where Stubbs is giving like your Braveheart type speech to a bunch of zombies, and all the zombies in the back are just kind of like moaning and groaning because they're mindless zombies. But yeah, we'll see how that is, and that explains why it kind of looked a little bit rough, because it is just a remaster of an old game. So that kind of explains it. Next up, they showed off No More Heroes 3, which got a trailer and actually now has a release date, which, as we were talking about during the video, I thought it was already out.
Yeah, it kept going to get pushed.
Yeah. This has a release date of August 26th now, so that's cool. Good news for No More Heroes fans. Neon White was up next, which is a frantic first-person action platformer. This will be
card-based too.
2021. Yeah, it was very.
You and I were both like, "Oh, this is cool," and we thought it was gonna be like more like Mirror's Edge parkour. Fighting and stuff like that, and then it's card-based, and it's like you jump around and collect cards in the air and then use them quickly on enemies that are like color-coded or something like that. That's what I kind of picked up with, or like, different abilities for different enemies.
It was a little odd. I mean, when it first started out and they showed off the artwork, I'm like, okay, what's this? This kind of looks Persona-esque. This looks cool. And then next thing you know, it's a first-person action platformer where you're like shooting things. It's very, very interesting. I'd like to see a little bit more from this. I mean, from what they showed off in this initial trailer, I'm not too excited about it, but I'll keep my eyes out. Maybe they'll make some changes to it. I mean, they still have almost a full year to release this thing from what they're saying. So this could have some pretty cool potential. But we'll see what we get. They showed off DC Superhero Girls Teen Power. I have absolutely nothing to say about this. This is a kind of weird, chibi looking game.
I also feel like it's. I mean, I'm not a woman. I'm not a woman. Fact. I feel like it's insulting.
I think I mean, it's more aimed towards a younger female demographic.
But it's like you took Batgirl, who's supposed to be like this ass kicking, female superhero, and she's talking about shopping.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, I know that there is a show based on this, and it seems to be relatively popular, so that would explain the game, I guess. But I thought the game looked weird, and weird. I think the show in itself is kind of weird anyway.
Remind me of like a 3DS game.
Yeah, it did.
Or
have
like
kind of
a DS days,
energy.
Where it's like we're gonna make just like a super cartoony kid version of something and throw it up on the system.
Yeah, I agree.
But obviously, you said it's based on the TV show, which seems to be popular, so that's cool. I just figured, like. For even little girls, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of weird that Batgirl's talking to, Harley Quinn about going shopping, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, that's what about like solving mysteries and like beating bad guys and doing different stuff like that? I don't know. It's weird. Whatever.
I thought it felt very out of place in this as well.
You can tell
kind of out of nowhere.
It's also totally done by someone at Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, it does. It does have that kind of feel to it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But this is available June 4th. I don't
pick it up.
I don't think anybody that listens to us is pining for this game by any means.
We'll get a message. Someone will be like, I would like you to include me.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that our buddy Nick from WASD will be playing this game.
Yeah, probably.
Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. The complete edition is coming on March 19th.
Cool.
Cool. Not a whole lot to really say there either. I mean, we kind of know what Plants vs. Zombies are. This game is, or what Plants vs. Zombies is, and this game has been out for a little while on other platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we got Miitopia. This, as I mentioned before, I don't like Miis.
As you know,
this is like a adventure fantasy style game.
It's like if someone took Wii Music and you can move around now.
Yeah, this is coming.
You just interact with things to interact with them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like you click A and you do this. Also, those who know me know I only know that there's one kind of horse.
That's right.
And there seem to be 3 kinds of horses in this. Now,
This
I would
horse
say there was a
was
brown
essentially
horse
like-
and a gray horse, but that's
This
me.
horse was essentially the corgi version of a horse.
Dude,
too.
this
It had very
horse,
short
this
legs
horse was
and a long
fucking
belly.
thick. Dude, this is a thick ass horse.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
boy. Look at
it was
that
a
thick ass
stupid little-
horse. Damn.
So yeah, if you want to play that, May 21st. Supposedly this is actually a game that released on 3DS as well, I guess. I didn't know that either.
I didn't know. Again, Japan crowd. I'm assuming Japan crowd and like people get together and interact with their thick ass horses on like the subway or something, you know? I bumped into your thick ass horse and you bumped into my thick ass horse. Let us, have a friendship now on the subway for 20 minutes while we go to work for 14 hours straight. It's a different culture, man.
It is.
It's a different culture and there's just different appreciations. Maybe America's not ready to appreciate thick horses, but whatever. To be honest with you,
ready to appreciate
if there
this
was
game.
any kind of horse, that was the American horse for sure. like,
You're not wrong.
Like that horse grew up on Lunchables.
Lunchables and pizza rolls. Let's go.
2 Lunchables every lunch too. Moving on. We're getting Super Mario themed items coming to Animal Crossing. So the free update will release on February 25th, but the items will not actually be available until a week later. What, March 1st or 5th? March 5th. Very odd. Very odd. So you're going to download it. Make sure you download it the February 25th. And then,
Why?
and then PSA, you're not going to see the items. You're not going to see them in there. And it's going to be okay because you're just going to Google it and you'll go to Nintendo's Reddit and there'll be like a billion other people asking the same question as you don't get the answer, and you'll be confused again.
This was so pointless.
Yeah.
Why? It's an announcement of an announcement. Why?
In the video that they showed, we saw stuff like a Luigi outfit. We saw a Mario outfit. I'm sure there's something that's
Warp
Bowser
pipes?
outfit too. Yeah, we saw warp
Warp
pipes.
which are awesome, actually,
Yeah,
to
which
get
is
across your island
sweet.
quickly.
We saw coins. We saw brick blocks. We saw mushrooms, question blocks, fire flowers.
A lot of cool stuff.
You name it.
I mean, it's working. Like I said, I'm going to jump back into Animal Crossing for this. So well done. I mean,
Just don't jump in between the 25th and the 1st of March.
You specifically wanted Luscious Brody, and boy, are you going to get him.
I really don't understand why update on the 25th and then it only goes live on the 1st. There's got to be something crazy behind that, like just some crazy shit behind the scenes that we don't know about. But anyways, yeah. So then we also got to look at a new game called Project Triangle Strategy.
Yes.
And it's like project name is Triangle Strategy, by the way. But
if it's anything like Octopath Traveler, it's going to end up being called Triangle Strategy, just like Octopath Traveler.
If you can. If you have the time, do that. I mean, that helps game developers more than you know. But definitely do that. And this will not launch until 2022, was noted as well in the video. Then we got to look at Star Wars Hunters. And when I mean a look, I mean like literally like 2 seconds. Like Brody and I were distinguished that it was indeed Star Wars because there seemed, you had some of the architecture, like a Tatooine style architecture, if you will, kind of, or like, the mud huts and different arches and stuff. And then would look to be a concert poster with a fucking stormtrooper head on it, and then went, hey, that's Star Wars. And then the garage door opens up, there's a bunch of blasters, nothing hits a fucking thing like usual, and then there's shadows of people, and then it goes Star Wars Hunters. So that's what it basically it. We got virtually nothing other than it's online. It's going to be free to play. The game's developed by Zynga and will release on other mobile platforms. Obviously also going to release on the Switch. So, hey, that's great. That's cool. That's going to be fantastic. I'm sure we're not going to be disappointed or let down by that game at all.
Absolutely not a chance.
Then we got to look at Knockout City, which is an online dodgeball of some sort from EA and Velen Studios. Is it Velen or Velen?
Don't know.
Okay. Well, Velen Studios.
Velen would be my guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why you ask me how to pronounce things. I'm the worst.
Just because I want to throw you into this shit so we both don't know. That's
drag me down with you. I see how it is.
Absolutely. So that's going to be available May 21st. We were really confused when we first saw this. saw like some, WoW style character. We saw like a Rainbow Six Siege kind of style character.
Pixelated princess of some sort.
A pixelated princess of some sort. And then it got into the game, and it was like it wasn't those characters at all. You're like a person.
They designed a character with maybe a similar color palette, and that was about it.
Yeah. Like the princess one had a crown. Then like the Rainbow Six Siege looking guy, which this is EA again, so they don't own that.
Yeah, they don't. Any of the things they
own. No, any of the things they showed. So I mean, they kind of just took like an orc character, clearly from WoW. I mean, clearly was supposed to mimic that, and then they were
ripped straight from Hearthstone.
Yeah, they were playing their own stuff, and like the only difference you could tell that was the orc character was like there was an orc on the guy's ass on the costume,
where it would normally say juicy, it just said orc.
Yeah, it said orc on the ass. But anyways, yeah, it's an online dodgeball. Seemed kind of cool. Looked to play kind of like a Splatoon in terms of the characters.
Yeah, like a mixture of Splatoon and that Ninjala that came out.
Yeah. That's a perfect example of it. May 21st. We don't know if it's free to play. I can't tell you anything. We don't have the info for it.
I don't think this game survives unless it is free to play, and hopefully they learn their lesson from Rocket Arena. Because
oh my God, I forgot about that, and it's only been a couple months.
Exactly.
Oh my God, this
game has to be free to play, or nobody's going to play it.
Yeah. Then we also got to look at World Ends Club. That's coming May 28th. So that's cool. I mean, that's, neat. That's all right, as Brody freezes on my screen for Discord. But that's okay. We're going to keep going. Brody's got nothing to say on World's End Club, which is fine. And then Hades is getting a physical release. So it comes with a PC download code for the soundtrack, not for the game, and an art book. So you can get the physical release on Switch of Hades and all that good, juicy stuff. That's great. Then Ninja Gaiden Master Collection is going to be coming to the Switch. This includes Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge, and that's launching June 10th. What happened? What the hell's going on here? Oh my God. All right. Great. You love to see it. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to continue going on because I'm still connected. We're still streaming. But you know what it is. So, then moving on from that, you get Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC plans and expansion pass. Purchase bonus available May 2021. So you'll get a new weapon for Link, a new costume for Link as well. And so it kind of goes in waves. So wave 1 is June 2021. You get an expanded roster, new added weapon types, new challenges in the Royal Ancient Lab, and newly added changing enemies. Then in wave 2, which begins November of 2021, which is far ways out there, you'll get new character vignettes, newly added stages, an expanded roster as well, and new battle skins for existing characters. And the cost for that is going to be $19.99. And then Bravely Default 2 got another trailer showing some gameplay. An updated demo is available right now, and that actually launches February 26th. Then we got a look at Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, which was kind of incredible to me because I did not foresee this coming out. I mean, there's a big market for it, but I didn't really think that they would kind of go ham on it and actually resurrect it, and really do something new with it. But this is launching February 25th. I think it'll do pretty well. I don't know if it's really gonna push the limits of being like a home run for people, because I think it is a little bit niche, but it should be good nonetheless. It's cool to see older games get remastered. It's also like one of the hardest games known to man out there. So the Cuphead crowd will probably like that a lot, and speedrunners for sure. Then we got Saga Frontier Remastered shown. That's launching April 15th as well. And Apex Legends is coming March 9th. It's gonna be coming March 9th. I mean, that's pretty nuts. Like, I definitely did not expect that. And I mean that in a sarcastic way. But I was kind of stunned, truly, about just how it looked. I mean, I didn't think it was the greatest looking thing. And to be honest with you as well, I don't know how well it's going to translate on Switch. It's going to translate poorly handheld. I mean, Switch handheld games like first FPSs and stuff like that, just anything really fast paced with a camera view like that does not jive well at all. And then gosh, what else? I think we were also looking at no Breath of the Wild 2 info. Yep, nothing there. Wait, Brody, can you actually hear me right now through Zencaster?
I sure can, fella.
Oh my god. Okay, I Discord is down.
Yeah, Discord entirely just took a dump. I tried to talk to you a little bit as you were going through some of that, but
oh my god. Okay, well, sorry. Hold on. Well, let's jump in on Apex Legends. Just please,
okay.
Just give your thoughts on that. Good. I had the tab muted, right, because I didn't want playback, but that's fine.
Right.
But I did go ahead and do all these, so
Discord.
people in the audio version be like, "What the hell's going on?" But yeah, Discord's completely down. It looks like their system services on their site completely down.
Right.
So
yeah, and we use Discord to record our videos, so we were solely listening through that, so it messed everything up when they went down. But yeah, no, Apex Legends coming to Switch is interesting. I don't know how well it's going to run. We've kind of chatted about that a little bit before. It does worry me. But I think it'll be fine enough. I don't think it's going to be the optimal place to play it by any means, but I think it'll be good enough. And yeah, I mean, cool. And more games, more free-to-play games on Switch. That's a good thing to see.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that, but I didn't mean to.
No, you're good.
I thought your connection booted out, and then I was checking stuff while I was talking, and my God.
Yeah, I got up and looked and make sure that all my internet stuff was good. But yeah, I'm solid over here. Just Discord's decided it didn't want to work anymore. Yeah,
I guess their servers are down. Then we got no Breath of the Wild 2 info. So, I mean, that was kind of a bummer. Actually, we got info that we were going to get no info. They kind of opened up and they're like, "Hey, why? I'm sure you're excited about Breath of the Wild 2. Well, unfortunately, we have no new news for you. So, hey,
we'll have more news for you like this fall. So probably not coming this winter. Basically, plan on sometime in 2022 is essentially what I heard. I mean, that's paraphrasing a little bit, right? But
yeah,
more or less.
And then after that, we got to look at Skyward Sword HD. So they're taking Skyward Sword. It's getting an HD release. It adds regular controller support as well as updated motion controls to the game. And you'll get... it was kind of interesting. It was like... Yeah, the motion control's fine, right? Works just like it would on Wii originally. And then your regular controls are like kind of regular, but not totally. You're using the right joystick on, let's say, Switch Lite, for example, to move your sword in different directions. Mm-hmm. So that was a little weird. That's probably going to play pretty weird.
That is going to be very strange to play. I don't know. I mean, I guess For Honor's kind of in that realm to an extent, but also not.
Yeah, but it's also not quick combat. It's skillfully...
Yeah, as we talked about this on the actual live reaction yesterday, I don't think I'm going to pick this up. I may pick it up later, maybe, but I doubt it. I don't like the idea of trying to use that stick to control your sword. I mean, you're so used to using that to control the camera, and I think it's just going to be very, very hard to get used to it. I'm sure you would get used to it over time, but I also wasn't a huge fan of Skyward Sword to begin with. I may pick it up really later, nothing maybe, but I doubt it. The game's a full pop game, and it doesn't. I don't know. When the Skyward Sword originally released, it came with like a special controller and like all sorts. It was a special edition, and it was a full pop game. Like
was
it's
that
weird.
game the one where they really like started Wii Motion Plus, or did it start with something else?
Yep, it was. Well, Wii Motion Plus was a big part of this for sure. But I still have it. I still have it on Wii. If I really want to go back and play it, I'll just go play it on Wii. I don't have any need to buy this game again.
Yeah.
But the Joy-Cons, I'm in on the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, dude, the Joy-Cons are phenomenal. The left Joy-Con has like Hylian shield vibes to it, themed to Link, and the right is more purple with some more glyphs and stuff that would be more Zelda-esque. So they look fantastic.
The only thing that's a little weird about that is Link is traditionally left-handed, and the only time he's right-handed is Skyward Sword. So it is a little odd.
And the Joy-Cons left? Yeah. That's a good point.
It's like, well,
a very good point.
Why do that? But I get it, right? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's
but
whatever. They just
100%
want to make money.
Getting these Joy-Cons. Absolutely. I probably won't ever use them. These are just one of those collection items that I want.
No, I envy you because I can't make myself go buy them because I already have 4 Joy-Cons.
You envy my lack of self-control?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I already have 3 sets of Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm not comparing that. I'm just saying like that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Right there is exactly what I'm talking about, right? You know that, you're still going to do it.
Yeah.
I can't. I physically cannot.
Sometimes I wish I could not, but here I am. So,
anyways, this Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. I might pass on this.
As a huge Zelda fan, I'm pretty positive I'm going to be passing on this.
Which is incredible to me because you are a huge Zelda fan.
Yeah.
That you would even consider doing that. But, I mean, it's probably one of my least favorite Zeldas.
Oh, easily probably my least favorite.
And it's not that it's like terrible, right? Like when you say like, oh, it's not my favorite Zelda. I mean, they're all very good.
Yeah, a bad Zelda game still a pretty good game for the most part.
Yes. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. It's no Rocket Arena. And then the final thing in the Nintendo Direct that we saw, we got Splatoon 3 is coming in 2022. They have this video where it opens up and it's like, a squid girl sitting there and then with a fish, little bub or little buddy, buddy, something like that. And you can like customize the look of your character. You can customize the look of what seems to be like a companion, which is this fish wearing pants out of water. Neat. Then you took a train, take the train to the city, and they had like just different maps and different ways of starting the maps. So like it looks like you launch in kind of from cannons now too, not just from like starting out on the ground. So that's kind of neat. And that's that. I mean, there really wasn't anything else. And like 2022 is when it comes out. A couple months ago, they said that they weren't making Splatoon 2, or 3, sorry. So there's that. We got lied to. What's new? It's all right. We're just human. And yeah, I mean that's about it. I mean, it was an interesting Direct. I mean, we both talked about it, and basically it said, it definitely was not even. I don't think it was even in their top 5 at all, top 10 even. Honestly, like I thought there was some indie directs and indie showcases that were better than this whole Direct as a whole.
I agree. I think they tried to. I mean, like the Star Wars Hunters thing, like. They're just trying to capitalize on Star Wars there, even though it's probably going to be a mobile game that is not going to be very good. I mean, it's I don't know. I think overall this was pretty lackluster. I mean, there's a couple things I'm excited for, right? I mean, I think the new additions to Smash, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it's awesome to see Xenoblade get some love, especially since it's a little bit of kind of a cult type, not cult. following for the game, but I mean, a more niche market. Fall Guys is awesome. Really, really looking forward to Monster Hunter Rise. Mario Golf Super Rush looks awesome. Project Triangle Strategy is 100% up my alley, and I will absolutely pick that up. And really, other than that, I mean, and then the Zelda Joy-Cons. I mean, this was an hour-long event, and everything I really, really, really am looking forward to is like not even 8 minutes of this entire direct. It might be 10 just because the Super Smash Bros. Thing was a little bit longer, and same for Monster Hunter. But I mean, really, other than that, I know that there's no way all of these could possibly be for, specifically for me, right? But I think just some of these were really dull, and they keep pushing out Bravely Default 2 and things like that, and that game just doesn't. I hate the chibi art style. Absolutely hate the chibi art style. I'm sure the game is fantastic. I am not for it at all. I don't know. It was after a year and a half of not having a direct almost. This was a little bit disappointing. And then granted, I mean, I wasn't expecting too much given the year that we had last year and everything like that, but I don't know. I guess I wanted one big announcement of something that I was really, really looking forward to. Like see another look at Metroid Prime 4 or even just Bayonetta 3 or something like that. Something we haven't heard about for a couple years now, and I don't know. It was fine, but
they're gonna hold everything for probably June. I mean, you think about it too, right? Like hopefully Corona's over, right? I mean, like we're getting very close to being over. Like we're seeing cases just plummet, right? Which is fantastic. It's great to see. So I feel like every industry is going to try to do this like kick up thing where it's like, all right, we're back in business. Save our stuff for this. Like everything down from the toilet paper and well, maybe not toilet paper industry. Maybe they might go bankrupt. Actually, that would be a problem. But everything from the video game industry to theme parks to movie theaters to everyone, right, is going to be in this. I think a great attitude going forward, and I think they're going to save a lot of stuff for June, and I think we're going to have like a really good E3 season. I don't know if I'll have a really good E3 because I don't know how viable E3 is anymore, but we're going to have a good announcement season, I think, in June/July, like we should get, every year. So
and on top of that, it's a big anniversary year for Zelda, so we could definitely be seeing some more coming from that franchise, and not just Skyward Sword. But considering this is really the first HD release of the game, I assume that's kind of why it was on its own. But I'm really hoping we get something cool, like our 3D All Stars type for Mario. Hopefully we get something like that. I mean, it'd be cool. Hopefully they have something big planned for that. I mean, it is one of their flagship franchises. So,
yeah. Well, guys, that'll do it for the show. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Diggity Podcast. You can find me on PlayStation. My PSN is Maple Jeff.
And mine is Luscious Brody.
Perfect. Guys, leave us a review. It helps us out a ton. Whether you've left a review in the past or you're looking to leave one, it helps us get noticed on the platforms. And thank you to those who have left a review for us. And thank you to everybody who listens to the show each and every single week. Really appreciate it. Again, check out our YouTube. Just put in Diggity and you'll see our logo on there, icon with the controller. Like I said, we're going to have the Switch video up. Good God, the Nintendo Direct React video up. Good Lord, all this Nintendo talk messed me up. Apologize for technical difficulties, but it looks like it's not our fault. It's Discord's fault. So crazy. I mean, this would happen. It's 2021, the sequel to 2020. Other than that, guys, stay safe. We're almost at the end of this thing. Be nice to each other. And if you work at Walmart in the game section, do a little bit of research before you tell people you're out of shit. See you later. Oh, got it. Oh, man, I was so scared when that happened.